Cancer, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, we are going to be doing your reading for the month of October 2025. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. And we'll close up one major message. Now, dear Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I would like to express my genuine gratitude to you for being here and for your beautiful presence. These are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. And also, I like to mention, I woke up this morning and I was gonna record your reading yesterday, but it was so rainy and it was sweater weather. It was snuggle weather. It was let's just get cozy. So I woke up and the sun is shining and I meditated, did breath work, and I was like, I'm gonna start off with Cancer today. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. And I shaved and I'm wearing white. So let's see what's going on for you, dear Cancer. So your challenge, dear Cancer, for the month of October is the King of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups followed by the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. So your challenge here in the month of October, dear Cancer, has to do a lot with the King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords embodies the energy of someone that is being very decisive, that is, using their logic, their thinking, right? You being a water sign, my Venus is in Cancer, so when it comes to romance, love, and relationships, I very much relate to you, and I'm a Leo, July Leo. So I feel like in the month of October, there is a major decision that you're going to be making, okay? You could be dealing with an air sign, could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I do see here you making a firm decision in regards to whether you want to stay in a connection or walk away, or this could be someone making a decision. We're going to get back to this and clarify. Now, in the recent past, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. So in the recent past, it looks like that some of you are possibly dealing with a Virgo also. I feel like that there was an offer, okay, that was made to you. It did take you quite some time to think whether this was the right type of connection for you or not. I think that one of the reasons why it took you a little bit longer to really decide about this person is because maybe for some of you there was an age difference. Also, differences in terms of stability, like financial stability. What is this person bringing into the table, right? What kind of stability are they bringing in? So I think money and finances were very much important into this connection. Maybe some of you met this person through work. We're going to clarify when we get back to this in a minute. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Cancer, in the present moment, there is a positive spin of events that's going to happen for you with the Wheel of Fortune. This is talking about you finally closing a chapter, a cycle that's been really kind of lagging. And maybe you've been wanting to let go of something or a situation. Okay, I do see here potentially marriage for some of you, and proposal and marriage is something that has been coming up for many of you, and this is something that I'm going to clarify shortly. Okay, in the present moment, you could be manifesting that for you as well. So in the near future, you have the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So in the near future, it looks like you are wanting to disconnect from some sort of a conflict here. I don't know exactly who you are dealing with. I'll have to find out when I clarify. But I see here some sort of a conflict that you need to be aware of in the near future. Someone may try to come back into your life or re-enter. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You got to be aware, okay? There's a lot of air energy here in the near future, a lot of communication, just to avoid miscommunication, because what matters to you in the month of October is your happiness with the Sun here. You have the Sun at the bottom of the deck and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, you are a family-oriented sign with the Ten of Pentacles, right? So family to you is very important. You have that in the present moment also. So the concept of family, the concept of stability, of who you really want to be with, and what kind of based on what foundations you want to build your life on, it is something that's going to be very important for you to really decide. Do you want to settle with this person or not? So let's get into your reading and let's clarify. I have had such a good sleep. Actually, like I feel so relaxed, you know what I mean? And I've been going to the gym, doing my meditation, taking my cold showers, just really feeling really good, you know. And that's something that you can do as well for you, dear Cancer. You know, I'm a big advocate for breath work, nervous system regulation, meditation. It's very important. So because we live in a world where there's a lot that's happening. I'm saying some sassy shit. So let's clarify the King of Swords for you. So your challenge, the King of Swords, is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Strength card here, and the King of Pentacles. Some of you might be dealing with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm getting here strong Leo energy as well. So, you know, I think it's been kind of affecting you for quite some time to see the truth, okay, to be able to really see what's beyond the veil. What is it that you really need to uncover, dear Cancer? Okay, I think that a lot of you, this situation here has been taking a lot of attention of yours and a lot of energy from you, you know. The Strength card here, King of Pentacles, it talks about you investing your resources, your energy, your attention span into trying to understand and see the future with this person, with the Eight of Swords. Is this someone that you could really be like building a life together or not, right? And you know, I don't do no sugarcoating here, so I feel like that in the month of October with the King of Swords energy, this is you really stepping into your power and distinguishing between your emotions and your feelings and your logic and the truth and the reality of the situation here. So this is why it's going to be, you know, you're going to be required to really pay meticulous attention to, you know, if this person wants to be in your life, what kind of stability are they bringing into you? Let's talk about the recent past real quick, dear Cancer. So the Page of Pentacles here is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Very clear, super clear. In the recent past, I do feel like here that whoever this person was that made an offer to you, or maybe there was a situation, this person might have jumped. You might have jumped too, but I feel like, you know, it's like this person might have been very quick in trying to allure you, if that's the right word to use, to get married to them. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. But also here is the twist. The Seven of Cups is here. So this person still seemed to be confused, or there was a lot going on in this person's life. I feel like this is someone that they were not really very sure about the path in their life. Maybe this person was still in the middle of like trying to get their shit together, try to really build something for them. And they met you and they wanted to be in a relationship with you and get married, and possibly for some of you move in with you also. I think that, you know, things were just kind of like rushing into too quickly between the two of you. All right. And I see here someone, you know, just being very appealing. This person could have been very attractive, okay, very promising, but the Seven of Cups is here. This talks about that they didn't really have a very clear intention on what they wanted in this relationship, out of this relationship. That's why you have the Hermit here in the recent past, which talks about you really taking the time to understand who is this person, right? The Hermit is holding the lantern, like what do they want? So the Hermit is clarified by the Magician, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So a lot of you might feel like this is someone, I mean, just in general, like a relationship is something that you manifested. I think what you truly wanted to do in the past, and you did, is you set clear intentions to manifest a specific person, to manifest this person into your life. And I think that it came true, okay? It was your sense of clarity, dear Cancer, about calling in a soulmate, calling in a lover for you, that this situation, this person entered into your life for a very specific reason. Now, the Queen of Pentacles here, let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. I think you might be someone that you either want to start a business, own a business. there is something about your stability here with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? It's like you were almost in the middle of creating an empire for you, and this person entered into your life. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So could have been, an Aries also. Doesn't have to be. Age difference is kind of very significant here. I do see here, dear Cancer, in the recent past for many of you, you might have felt that there was not an equal give and take exchange energy. Maybe you were kind of being a little bit breadcrumb in this situation with the Six of Pentacles. And I do also see here this person going from being extremely hot to being extremely cold. I don't necessarily want to say the Emperor energy is cold, but definitely this is someone that tends to be very closed off and very authoritative energy, you know what I mean? Like not going all the way in. If they went in the beginning, then they were kind of like pulling back. Now, in the present moment, dear Cancer, you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. There is something about your future that you are manifesting or setting an intention to. Now, the Three of Wands is talking about someone that's looking into the distance and looking into their future, right? And this is specifically about your idea, your belief, your stance on what do you want to create, right? So the Ten of Cups here is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so for many of you, you felt like your reading is always super clear, super spiritual. That's why I'm in a very kind of serious. I'm like very, very much tapped into your reading. Ten of Cups, right? Family. But look at this combination, Cancer. Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like that every time you try to really mend things with this person, try to get back together, it felt overwhelming. It felt like a burden, okay? It seems like with the Ten of Wands in the recent past and the Nine of Wands, you got hurt over and over and over the fact that, there was a lack of collaboration and cooperation between you and this person to make something work here, okay, for the two of you. And the Three of Wands here is in the present moment, or the upcoming, weeks, is for you to really, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking into your future here. You just want to stay away from drama. There might be family members or other people get involved into this situation you want to be aware of. So Three of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so Cancer, we're going to be honest. For some of you, there is a part of you that really you feel like you want to walk away from this situation. You want to disconnect from this situation. The reason why is because career is becoming very important for you. I'm not going to sit here and shuffle some cards and feed you delusions. I think right now you are really focused on career advancement, money, financial stability. That's something that's very important for you. And, if a person is not willing to put in the work, put in the effort into a relationship, you will take a hiatus, you will detach, you will focus on what's important for you. You're someone, Cancer, that with the Six of Wands, you could have some Leo in your birth chart, doesn't have to be, but you are meant to be seen. You're meant to be celebrated, you are meant to be putting yourself out there, whether that's on social media or, just out there, right? Because a lot of you, I think it's been a struggle here with the Seven of Wands to really be in a connection where it's almost like you don't really receive full support from this situation, from this person when it comes to your success, when it comes to them being fully supportive of you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in the near future for you, in the present moment, it talks about the universe's intervention into your life and positive spin of events. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess. So, Cancer, due to the fact that you are very spiritual and you are very intuitive with the High Priestess here, and you become very clear with the Queen of Swords on what do you want for family, then you're gonna start receiving those blessings. You're gonna start finding yourself being extremely aligned with the future version of you, with your future with the manifestation that you're wanting to come into your life. Okay, because I think a lot of you're gonna find yourself getting into a very solid relationship, someone that's going to commit to you, someone that's really going to give all that you truly need. And I feel like that this has to do a lot with your spiritual connection, your spirituality, just who you are as a person. You could be someone that you're very You do meditation, breath work. You're all about holistic health approach. And I'm also seeing here with the Queen of Swords, you just speaking things into existence. That's what the Queen of Swords here is about, right? Creating, abracadabra. You create as you speak. So that's a song by Lady Gaga, by the way. I really like that song. So let's talk about the near future with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords here for you in the near future is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck, and the Five of Swords. You know what this means? This means that you need to be aware of someone coming back into your life, or you re-entering into a connection. And remember, yes, this is a love reading, but it can also mean family members, friendships, mostly it's romantic. If someone here enters into your life and they want to be with you, but they're still holding back with the Four of Pentacles, and they're not completely opening up, 15:55 and 11:44 on the timer, I think that you got to be very careful, because there is these unhealthy habits. There is this constant arguments, conflicts, misunderstandings that are taking place that you really need to be aware of and not put yourself into a situation like that. We know you're very caring, you're very nurturing, and you definitely want to, take care of the person that you love, but you cannot do that by jeopardizing your own happiness. So Five of Swords is the card of a conflict that you really need to be aware of in the near future, just so that you are safe, okay? And it is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that in the near future, what you're going to do is, I see travel plans for you, or relocation or relocating. I'm also getting this sense of you changing careers or expanding your horizons, doing something completely new, something maybe that you've been really wanting to launch and start for a long time, and come out of this stagnation. I think you are prioritizing your career first, and then we saw that, because you're aligning yourself with your soul's true mission and purpose, there is a situation here that's going to unfold. There is a manifestation of your desire, of your heart, that's actually going to come true. Okay, and this is gonna lead to really for you to go to new horizons, and to be aware of, with the Five of Swords, are you involved by any chance in any kind of situations or connections with people that are draining you? There is constant competition going on. There is arguments going on. With the Nine of Swords here, someone here could come back into your life with the Knight of Swords energy. Okay, it's a very, honestly, I'm going to tell you this. The only knight that I really I don't want to say dislike. There's no card that I dislike, but I feel like that the Knight of Swords energy is very hasty. This knight rushes forward very fast without a clear plan, without a clear map. Where are they going? So this person may try to come back into your life, but with no clear intention or vision on what they want exactly. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Justice, Libra energy, the Death card, Scorpio, and Knight of Cups. I think that what you truly want to make sure is, has this person transformed? Have they gone through massive changes or not? Because I feel like here with the Death card, the Justice, and the Nine of Cups, your own happiness, it's like with the Nine of Cups, you are the Nine of Cups. You are going to be achieving quite a lot of things in the month of October. And I think that when this situation unfolds, you want to be very careful of not opening yourself up to a situation where you feel like that, you're going to get drained again. You're getting back together with someone, but where is the vision, right? There is no mission statement. There is no vision coming in with this person. You want to be very careful with that, because someone could try to come in and try to reconcile with you. So you want to be very attentive to that. Let's get the advice. What is the advice for my Cancers? Wow. So Cancer, you have the Queen of Cups, which is you, the Ace of Swords, and the Strength. Beautiful combination. You are the Queen of Cups. Because, okay, so the advice here for you is to just be very clear. You're very spiritual already. I think this is about you being very direct, very clear, and, you already have that strength within you. You have such a strong sense of resilience and tenacity to really go after what you want. And I think that here with the Queen of Cups is you getting into your power, like I said in the beginning, right? Not a gender specific, male or female, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and be very specific on what you want. What are you putting your strength into? You have that in your challenge here as well. So this is twice happening, right? So your challenge here with the King of Swords is to really make it clear with someone that if you're not clearly seeing their true intentions or where they're really heading towards with this connection with you, then I think that what you're gonna be wanting to do is to really make yourself super clear on the direction of a relationship you're wanting. I think you already have made yourself super clear, but you might need to repeat yourself. I don't have to repeat myself. When this person comes back, to make sure that they know you have a clear sense of purpose when it comes to relationships. So, what is an oracle message here for my Cancers? What is it that you need to know for the month of October? Oh, wow. Number one, awareness. I love that. Right? It shows the crown chakra, it shows awareness. And because you are a very aware person, you're becoming more and more. I think, if whatever was out of your awareness, whatever you couldn't see clearly, it's going to be revealed to you. And you're going to start seeing things as the way they are and, call it by their names. And I think it's, everyone needs to be aware. A lot of people now, dear Cancer, they're walking outside with no clear sense of purpose or awareness. They're not connected to the source. They don't do nervous system regulation, breath work, and it's like people are just constantly in this breathless, energy. So because you are stabilizing yourself, because you're becoming clear and also detaching and distinguishing between your emotions, your feelings, and logic, I see here you making a very firm decision. And remember, your career goals are going to be your priority first for you. So dear beautiful Cancer, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.